Hello, my modern and unstoppable seniors. Welcome back to Wellness for Modern Seniors, the place where we face real issues with wisdom, truth, and compassion. Today, we're venturing into a topic that many avoid, but that desperately needs to be discussed. It's personal, it's physical, and yes, it's about masturbation after 65. Now, before you click away, stay with me, because this is not about shame or judgment. This is about truth, health, and the hidden dangers doctors wish more people in our age group understood. You've probably been told for years that self-love is natural, and it is. But what if overdoing it, especially in your later years, could silently affect your sleep, your energy, even your heart? This isn't fear-mongering. It's science, it's biology, and it's the kind of honesty you deserve. So, if you're ready to hear the full picture, explained with care and clarity, let's dive in. But before we go deeper, my modern and unstoppable seniors, if this video helps you, even a little, please hit the like button. It tells YouTube that this kind of content matters. And if you're new here, welcome to Wellness for Modern Seniors, where we speak the truth about aging, health, and living fully with wisdom. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a video that could protect your health or transform your life. Also, let me know in the comments below. Type 1 if you like this kind of deep and honest advice, or type 0 if you prefer something different. I read every comment to keep improving for you. Now, let's get into the real facts, starting with the surprising role of your nervous system in sexual activity after 65. My modern and unstoppable seniors. One of the most overlooked risks of frequent masturbation after 65 is the impact it can have on your heart. Yes, your heart. You might think this activity is completely unrelated to heart health, but the truth is, anything that causes your heart rate and blood pressure to spike suddenly can put stress on an aging heart. When we're younger, our arteries and blood vessels are flexible and strong, able to handle quick bursts of activity with ease. But as we age, those vessels naturally stiffen and don't bounce back as quickly. That means sudden increases in heart rate, even from something like self-pleasure, can sometimes lead to irregular heartbeats, dizziness, or that uncomfortable feeling of tightness in the chest. Think about when you walk up a flight of stairs or carry heavy groceries. You feel your heart working harder, your breathing changes, and maybe you even feel a little tired afterward. Now imagine that kind of physical effort happening suddenly without a warm-up. Your body isn't prepared for it, and that puts extra pressure on your heart. For example, let's consider John, a 70-year-old retiree who always thought he was in great shape. He ate well, stayed active, and enjoyed life. But he began noticing that after intimate moments alone, he'd sometimes feel lightheaded or more tired than usual. At first, he ignored it, thinking it was just part of aging. But after a particularly dizzy episode, he mentioned it to his doctor. His doctor explained that these symptoms aren't uncommon in seniors, especially those with a history of high blood pressure or minor heart issues. John didn't need to stop enjoying life, but he was advised to be more mindful, to listen to his body and avoid pushing his heart beyond its limits. This isn't meant to scare you, but to encourage awareness. The heart of a senior doesn't recover as quickly as it used to. A sudden rush of physical activity without preparation can be more demanding than you realize. If you've ever felt dizzy, exhausted, or noticed your heart skipping beats after self-pleasure, it's your body's way of telling you to slow down. Paying attention to these signals can help protect your heart from unnecessary strain. So, while occasional moments of pleasure aren't dangerous, frequent or intense episodes might quietly tax your heart in ways you haven't considered. My modern and unstoppable seniors. Another hidden effect that doesn't get nearly enough attention is how frequent masturbation can wear down your nervous system, leaving you feeling drained, foggy, and just plain worn out. Think of your nervous system like a rechargeable battery powering everything you do moving. Thinking, feeling, even simply staying alert. When you were younger, this battery recharged quickly, allowing you to bounce back from physical or emotional exertion without much trouble. But as the years go by, that recharge time slows down, and your energy reserves don't refill as easily. While self-pleasure might seem like a relaxing break, especially when stress feels overwhelming, it can actually contribute to nervous system exhaustion over time. Why? Because activities that trigger a strong dopamine rush, the brain's feel-good chemical, can overstimulate your nervous system if done frequently or intensely. This overstimulation may lead to what experts call dopamine burnout, where your brain's pleasure response becomes dulled, leaving you feeling less motivated, more tired, and sometimes even a little down. Let me share a story about Margaret, a vibrant 68-year-old who loves staying active and social. But over time, she began noticing her usual pep was fading. Mornings felt sluggish, and concentration was harder than it used to be. She couldn't quite put her finger on why she felt so drained. After adjusting her daily habits, including cutting back on certain activities she previously thought were harmless, she found her energy gradually returned. She felt sharper, more focused, and even her mood lifted. This happens because, as we age, our nervous system bounces back as fast from bursts of stimulation. So, while occasional pleasure is perfectly natural, doing it too often without adequate rest can leave you feeling depleted. If you've been experiencing unexplained fatigue, brain fog, or low motivation, it might be time to consider how your habits are impacting your nervous system. Tuning into these signs and making mindful changes can help you preserve your energy and keep feeling vibrant day after day. If you're following along and finding this helpful, drop a comment below with the number 3. I'd love to know you're here and engaged. My modern and unstoppable seniors. One more important effect that often flies under the radar is how frequent masturbation can impact your sleep quality. And we all know how crucial good sleep is as we age. Many believe that this activity before bedtime helps them relax and drift off easily. While that might have been true years ago, aging changes the way our bodies respond. Instead of promoting deep, restorative sleep, it can sometimes lead to restlessness, frequent awakenings, and waking up feeling unrefreshed. Sleep is a finely tuned process governed by a delicate balance of hormones, brain waves, and nervous system signals. Melatonin, the hormone that signals it's time to rest, plays a huge role in helping your body wind down at night. But activities that spark a dopamine rush, the brain's pleasure and reward chemical, can interfere with melatonin production. This interference makes it tougher for your body to settle into the deep sleep you need to fully recharge. Take Harold, a 73-year-old retiree who prided himself on his early rising and steady routine. Over the years, he noticed he'd fall asleep quickly but kept waking several times through the night. No matter what he tried changing his bedtime, cutting out caffeine, it was hard to shake that groggy, unrested feeling each morning. Once Harold learned about how dopamine and melatonin interact, he adjusted his evening habits. He noticed his sleep improved significantly, and he woke up feeling genuinely refreshed instead of worn out. Another hidden problem is that stimulating your nervous system right before bed, especially if done frequently, can aggravate common age-related sleep issues like restless leg syndrome or nighttime cramps. When your nervous system is on high alert, relaxing deeply becomes more difficult, and your sleep may become lighter and more fragmented. Remember, poor sleep doesn't just affect how tired you feel the next day. Over time, it can increase inflammation, weaken your immune system, and even impact your memory. If restless nights have become a regular part of your life, it's worth examining whether this habit might be playing a role. Small adjustments to your evening routine could make a world of difference in helping you get the quality rest your body needs. If this resonates with you, type 4 in the comments to let me know you're here. My modern and unstoppable seniors, beyond the physical effects, frequent masturbation after 65 can also quietly influence your mental health and emotional balance, something many don't openly talk about but is incredibly important as we age. Our brains change in how they process pleasure, motivation, and stress. This activity triggers a release of dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, which in moderation can uplift your mood. But when it becomes frequent or compulsive, it can lead to what scientists call dopamine depletion or burnout. This means your brain becomes less sensitive to pleasure over time, and you might find yourself feeling more emotionally flat, less motivated, or even mildly anxious or down. Take Helen, a 68-year-old grandmother who noticed she was feeling less interested in things she once loved. She felt emotionally numb and found it harder to stay motivated during the day. After reflecting on her habits, she realized she had been relying heavily on this activity to cope with loneliness. By gently reducing the frequency and seeking other fulfilling activities like socializing and light exercise, she gradually restored her emotional balance and found joy again every day. Another important aspect is how this habit can affect your stress response. While it may provide temporary relief, it doesn't address the root causes of stress or loneliness. Over time, relying on it can actually make stress harder to manage and contribute to feelings of isolation. Mental health is just as vital as physical health, especially in the golden years. Understanding how your habits impact your mood and emotions empowers you to make choices that support long-term well-being. If you've noticed shifts in your mood or motivation, consider if this habit might be a factor. Exploring new, positive ways to nourish your mind and heart can bring meaningful improvements. If you find this helpful, type 5 in the comments below to stay connected. My modern and unstoppable seniors, now that we've uncovered some of the hidden effects frequent masturbation can have after 65, let's talk about practical steps you can take to protect your heart, mind, and overall well-being without giving up to things that bring you comfort. 1. Listen to your body. Your body sends signals when something is off. If you notice increased tiredness, dizziness, irregular heartbeats, or restless nights after this activity, take it seriously. Slowing down or adjusting frequency can make a big difference. 2. Pace yourself. Just like any physical activity, it's important to pace yourself and avoid sudden intense exertion. Gentle warm-ups like stretching or light walking beforehand can help ease your heart into activity more safely. 3. Prioritize sleep hygiene. Create a calming pre-sleep routine that minimizes nervous system stimulation. Try relaxing activities such as reading, gentle yoga, or listening to soothing music instead of anything that spikes dopamine right before bed. 4. Diversify your stress relief. Explore other ways to manage stress and boost your mood. Socializing with friends, engaging in hobbies, light exercise, or meditation can all nourish your mental health and reduce reliance on one habit. 5. Stay connected. Loneliness and isolation can push us towards habits that feel comforting but might not be the healthiest. Stay connected with loved ones or community groups to enrich your emotional life. 6. Consult your healthcare provider. If you have heart issues, sleep problems, or persistent low energy, talk openly with your doctor. They can help you understand how your habits fit into your overall health and suggest personalized adjustments. Remember, this isn't about fear or shame. It's about gaining awareness and making choices that support your vibrant, unstoppable life. If you're ready to take charge of your health, type 6 in the comments to let me know you're committed to thriving. My modern and unstoppable seniors, One of the biggest hurdles when it comes to topics like this is the silence around them. Masturbation after 65 is often seen as taboo or embarrassing, and that keeps many seniors from understanding the full picture of how it might affect their health. But here at Wellness for Modern Seniors, we believe in breaking down those walls. Honest, open conversations about all aspects of your health, including the private ones, are crucial. When you understand your body better, you're empowered to make choices that protect your well-being and improve your quality of life. Talking about these topics with trusted family members, close friends, or your healthcare provider can reduce feelings of shame and isolation. It's a way to connect, learn, and support each other through the changes aging brings. Also, remember that everyone's experience is unique. What affects one person might not affect another in the same way. That's why personalized care and open dialogue matter so much. By breaking the taboo and sharing knowledge, we help build a community where seniors feel valued, heard, and supported in every part of their journey. My modern and unstoppable seniors. As we wrap up today's important conversation, remember this: understanding your body and its changing needs is the first step toward living your best life in these golden years. The hidden effects of certain habits, like frequent masturbation after 65, might surprise you, but with awareness comes power. It's not about fear or shame. It's about respect for yourself and making smart choices that support your heart, your nervous system, your sleep, and your emotional well-being. Every small change you make can add up to big improvements in your overall health and happiness. Take time to listen to your body's signals. If something feels off, whether it's unusual tiredness, sleep trouble, or heart discomfort, don't hesitate to talk to your healthcare provider. Remember, personalized advice is always the best. I encourage you to stay curious, keep learning, and support one another. This community of Wellness for Modern Seniors is here to help you thrive, no matter what challenges aging brings. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss vital health tips tailored just for you. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts or questions. Your voice matters here. Thank you for trusting me to guide you. Here's to many more years of health, happiness, and unstoppable vitality.